a huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me, and I was like, you know what? Let's check them out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind, I definitely noticed a big difference right off the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much sharper, clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress. He was drinking a lot of caffeine. And it turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3 weeks. Didn't even know it. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over and I tried it out for the first day. And this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side. And I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time. All right. So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up and then we're going to try it. First time trying Magic Mind. All right. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11. So we'll see. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, you know, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm trying to work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa. Too bad was you know they roll.
Yo, what's good, people? Welcome to the Truth Podcast. Sorry about that. Welcome back to the Truth Podcast, man. How's everybody's day going so far? Y'all let us know down in the comments too, man. We got young Patterson say, what's happening? What's happening, dog? Melanie chiming in, said good afternoon. I had to look over. Is it the afternoon? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. What's going on, man? What's going on with y'all? How y'all day going so far?
It's going good. How everybody doing today?
It's holding it down, heading back to the house.
True. Teeny, are you in the shower or something? Sound like you in some water.
No, I am in the restroom. I'm straightening up in here.
You good? You ain't got to tell us all your business. You good? All right, peeps. She about to give away too much information. Handle your business, man. All right, so we're gonna jump into this thing, guys. So I don't know if you guys are familiar, but the overall topic of today is Tia Mowry. All right, that young lady is just all over the place. We're gonna jump into that in just a few, but yeah, that's pretty much the main topic of today. We're actually gonna start off by asking some questions, and then we'll get into this thing. So, how many of you have someone in your life that's positive, that holds you accountable and pushes you to do better? Before we jump into this thing, I'm just curious.
Yes, I most definitely have one.
One, okay. They hold you accountable and they push you
Yeah,
to do better.
they most definitely keep me accountable, regardless if I'm wrong or right. They always say to stay taking responsibility for any action that you've done wrong in, and you learn from it, and you keep pushing forward from it.
All right, so just to clear, you did say you have one person in your life that's doing that, right?
Yeah.
Is that like a mentor or something?
No. Well, I'll put it like this: when it comes personal life wise, it's most definitely my wife. Professionally, that's a good question. That is a good question. Let's just go. Let's go with the wife for right now. And I think I'm still trying to look for that mentor professionally, because it's tough to find people around here sometimes.
True that. Facts. Yeah, that was gonna be the next question I was gonna ask is are you paying that person, like if you have a mentor or whatever? All right, Tina.
Well, personally, I'll say one person. Yeah. And professionally, no, I don't have a mentor that I'm paying.
Kind of seem on the iffy side, like, yeah. It's
No, not oh yeah, but yes. Yeah, no, I'm thinking about the fact that I actually heard on the radio something similar to this
oh,
topic.
really?
Yeah,
How long ago
yeah.
this was
This is
recent?
probably like maybe a week or two.
Oh, okay. Let me know what radio station it is, because I feel like they still in my stuff, but it's
I think it was Power 98. Is that something?
oh Lord, not No Limit Larry, Hamburger.
I believe it was them, but they were talking about people of our color mostly the males. They said it was an event, I think,
Mhm.
and they were talking about people coming out to the event, and it was like if the question that stuck out to me because I didn't catch the whole thing, but the question that stuck out to me it was like if you have a mentor, does that mentor have a mentor? Because it was like if they don't have like a history, you probably should go somewhere else to find someone to mentor
It depends on if they got the results as well,
you.
because
Yeah.
technically, if they didn't have a mentor, but they are where they want to be in life, and that's something that maybe you look up to or whatever. If they got the recipe, regardless if they got a mentor or not,
Hmm.
I'm still trying to get to that point. But yeah,
Exactly.
facts. All right, well that's good that both of y'all do have that. Definitely, I look at personal and professional almost the same, man. Like, you know, professional mentor is definitely something that you want to have. So y'all look into that. So I've been seeing this on the internet, man, and I'm curious as to what would be y'all answer. It says, who y'all helping first? You got your granny, your poor old granny right here. Hold on, let me shift us around a little bit so we can see this. There we go. All right. So you got your granny that needs some help. You got your spouse, you got your mother, and you have your daughter. All right, so if y'all can see that and read that, who are y'all helping first? It looked like your spouse need 200 till Friday, your mom need 1,000 for insurance, and your daughter need 400 for a prom, and your grandma she just need a few dollars. Who we helping first?
Well, I'm not. I'm just gonna keep it a band. Since I have a spouse, wife come first.
Okay, all right. Who after the spouse? Well, I want you to go on down the line.
Well, okay. It's spouse, my
Mhm.
daughter,
Okay.
um, the last two. That's a big one. I'll probably go mom and then grandma.
Okay. All right. Respect. Okay. All right. Tina, who we helping first? Who we
This
looking
is
out for first?
something first, not the whole list.
I'm gonna send this to your mama too. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
That's messed up. She'll be all right.
Oh.
Not coming first though.
Whew. All right. So who's first?
Hat. Yeah. I don't technically have a spouse, but I'm definitely putting helping the spouse first.
Mhm.
Mm, 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 mm. Let me see. I'm kind of feeling like the daughter is last. Mm, Probably mom and granny.
You said, hold on, say it again. You said your spouse. Then who's after your spouse?
Okay, so it'll be spouse, mom, granny, and then daughter.
Granny, then daughter. Oh, your daughter. I'm curious. Why that order? Why that order?
Uh,
Why you put the daughter on the back burner?
I mean, it's important, but I low key don't find like. I guess I'm reading the message, find the phone being like as important.
Yeah, I feel you. I got you.
Yeah.
All right. So let me see, man. Honestly, in most cases, I mean, it's a no-brainer. It would be spouse, daughter, mother, then Grams. But if you look at the messages, mom's saying something about surgery. Uh have surgery coming up for my heart. So I probably again, this is one of those things I got to look out for mom's first, man, because hers is urgent. You know what I mean? It's about heart.
You know what I mean? So after that, yeah, go ahead and throw my spouse some bread, and then yeah, the daughter, man. Technically, you $400 for that prom dress ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna go ahead and hit up Granny first, and then I'll go ahead and hit the daughter. Honestly, and keep it a band. All of this stuff can be settled with like maybe $2,000. So I'll just cash up everybody. You know what I'm saying, to kind of cut out all of that extra stuff.
Yeah, but who's the money gonna go to first? Who the first batch going to first?
So again, in most cases, it would be my spouse. That's a
Okay.
no-brainer. But the message was saying something about mom's needing $1,000 for like a surgery for her heart. So yeah, cases like that, like extreme measures, yeah, I'm gonna throw mom's that bread first, because that's a little bit more on the extreme side. The spouse just left a wallet at home. You know what I'm saying? You talking about? I'm trying to figure out what you need $200 for. You need $200 for, fam. What's going on?
I ain't read the messages. I was just looking at the who will go first. But
Yeah.
when I saw that spouse needed $200, I was like, "What you need that for? We got the same bank account. What you need that for?"
I didn't know what's going on. What you spend $200? I'm up there counting her pockets. I need to know what's going on. What you doing with your life? Like, for real, man.
I didn't see the whole thing about mom had something about heart surgery. I didn't either. I saw the insurance part, but I couldn't see that it said.
Oh, my bad. I tried to throw that thing up there so y'all could see. But yeah,
No,
yeah.
I was able to see it. I just didn't read the messages. I didn't read the message. I just saw spouse, mom, daughter, granny. I was like, "Oh, that's
Oh, I
nothing."
got you. Facts. So, so shout out to Ro. Ro actually sent this to me one morning, man. I had already seen it. I had already shared it, but yeah, she had sent this to me. And basically, for those of you that don't know, this Victor guy is a NBA player. I believe he's still a rookie, right, Kobe?
Yeah, he's still a rookie.
Yeah, so first year in the NBA, man, he like one of the tallest people in the NBA. How tall is that dude? Like 7 foot?
7'4".
7. Oh, you don't want to get slapped by that, brother. But yeah, so he's 7'4", and a lot of y'all already know who that is. That's NBA YoungBoy. He's a rapper. But this guy is actually from Paris, I believe. I think he's from Paris. But he said, I can't date him. He's talking about American women. He said, I can't date them. They're too masculine. Paris women are soft and tender. American women remind me of NBA YoungBoy. Have y'all seen this, and would y'all agree with this message?
I saw it last night, and I died, man.
That was showing out, man. So do you agree?
I agree, but I disagree.
Okay, break it
It's
down.
like,
You got to break it down.
yeah, so I definitely believe, like, I'm not gonna say all, but there are certain amount of women that are very masculine, is because women can be masculine just because of how they were raised or the environment they grew up in and things of that nature.
You got to break it
Like,
down for me. I don't mean to keep interrupting. When you say when they were raised in certain environments, right? So what do you mean, like the hood, or they were raised around other masculine women?
Yeah, they were raised by women. It could just be the upbringing.
Hold on one sec, Kobe. I think you're going in and out, brother. I think you're going in and out. I want you to chime back
daughters by themselves, and the circumstances is where, like, they're telling their daughters, like, hey, like, you don't need a man for anything. You don't need this. You can be independent and you can make it on your own.
Bless his heart. We go. Hold on, brother. We gonna go ahead real quick. Go ahead real quick, Tina. I'm about to tell him that his mic is messing up. Your mic messing up, brother. Let me see.
He was going in.
Yeah, man, we gonna let him chime back in. We did have somebody say he's right. The women in the West are masculine. There's the reason why black women are the lowest. Oh Lord, we got somebody going in real quick. Hamburger. Oh Lord, we got somebody going in. All right, go, you wanna chime in real quick, Tina?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I'm kind of thinking the same way.
Okay.
That. Huh?
Oh, go ahead. You good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That. Okay. That. It could be environmental or just how they're raised. You know, if you are around those masculine type of people. Yeah. So I feel like it could go either way, though. You know.
Okay. All right. So someone in our audience, let me make sure I'm getting this right. King Colonels. I'm just gonna call him KK. Yo, he said, listen, the reason does not matter. So I'm guessing, let me see, hold on.
Wait.
They don't care why men are broke. So basically, I mean, from what it sounds like, hold on, let me make sure. The same reason why we don't care why they are masculine. So I'm guessing he's saying, like, listen, even though they were raised in a certain type of environment, even though they grew up in a certain type of environment, and correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. At the end of the day, when you become an adult, it's up to you to fix all of your issues and all of your problems. I think that we oftentimes see people, spending their money on places and in places that I'm gonna say not doesn't really matter, instead of trying to fix yourself professionally and personally. Like those things, honestly, people need to start focusing on. If you're too masculine and you're trying to attract a man that's masculine, then maybe you need to work on that. Maybe you need to work on trying to become feminine, getting you a coach, somebody that's going to teach you and show you how to be softer. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's basically where I feel like this brother is coming from when he says that. Who cares? A woman has no empathy for men. Is that true? It's a where basically women have no empathy for men. Is that true?
I'm gonna go back a little bit with his comment. You know how some females say, "Oh, there's no good men out there," and it makes you see the men that they're coming in contact with. I'm feeling like it could be a similar case for him. Like just the American women that he's come in contact with, they're too masculine for him, because there's, like that comment would say, there's good men out here, then there's good soft women out here. So whatever, like how he's portraying himself or whatever he's doing to attract these quote unquote masculine women is probably something about him.
Interesting. The world does not owe you anything. We don't expect.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good now, Kobe. Go ahead and get your spiel real quick.
Yeah, because I was looking at the comments and everything, and the guy he does make some points, but at the same time, he's saying it's why men don't care about women being masculine. Guys do care about women being masculine, because because a man wants a tender and soft woman that is going to be submissive to her man. If she's going to be masculine, he's not going to want to deal with that. Especially if you got a woman making her own money, grinding on her own. Sometimes that is that's a red flag to a man. That's something where they're like saying to themselves, like, he wants that woman to be able to depend on him, rely on him. But you got a masculine woman over here that's making her own bread, and if something happens, she don't care. She knows she's gonna be good at the end of the day. So to speak on that. Like, guys do care about if a woman is masculine or not.
Well, let's say this, because I don't want to get confused by, you know, a competent adult, like somebody that's going to work, paying their bills and everything, because I know a bunch of females. You know, I do reactions with them all the time where these women are working, paying their bills, taking care of things, but yet and still they are still feminine. So I don't want to conflate the two with, you know, I think when he's talking and speaking about masculine, I think those women that are overly aggressive, you know, that are extremely like confrontational, especially when it comes to men. Those,
Vocal,
yeah,
opinionated.
too vocal. So it's okay for you to voice your opinion. It's how you voice your opinion. A feminine woman is going to remain in her femininity no matter what. She's not going to shift gears and all of a sudden just become masculine and aggressive, because those women that live in their femininity, they understand that I don't have to get loud in order for people to hear what I'm saying. I don't have to get loud. I don't have to be aggressive to get my point across. I understand as a mature, you know, adult, a feminine woman, that if I want to be heard, then I know exactly how to go about doing that without having to be like a man. Because again, these women have been taught and they know how to operate in that femininity, in their femininity. I bet I'm trying to keep up with the comments, man. It's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. He's not American, so he can see the difference between the two. Yeah, Victor. I'm gonna call him Victor. I don't want to butcher this man's name, but yeah. He said he said the statement perfectly. You know, he said that he's not into American women, so he knows the difference between the two. Well, he's not American, so he knows the difference between the two. And he said that the exception does not make the rule. So just because it's a few out here does not mean that that's the majority. Y'all feel free to chime in at any time. My bad, man. I'm trying to catch up on the comments or whatnot. No, what I meant by it, the reason doesn't matter why she's masculine. We don't want it. Okay, so my bad. So I was wrong. He's basically saying, listen, they don't care. I don't care why she's masculine. They're just saying we don't want it. We're just choosing not to deal with those women. If she is masculine, then we just pretty much go on about our business. We don't care why she's masculine. We just pass those type of women up and just go and get a woman that is feminine. Want to be accepted as is. He said women want to be accepted as is, but they won't accept a man as is. This man over here cooking right now, man.
I
King
don't
over
know
here
how
cooking.
He's making some points.
Yeah, some points are there.
Ooh, they said men still want the same thing. Women are the ones that are changing the rules. Uh-oh. It's a gender war. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. A feminine woman understands that her man's word is final. No arguing or back talking. Anybody else got anything else to add to this? I kind of want to move to the next thing before. But does anybody have anything else they want to add to this before we get up out of here? Again, this is a rookie in the NBA, basically speaking about American women. He's basically saying that they're too masculine, and the women that are in Paris are soft and tender. American women remind him of NBA YoungBoy, which is a rapper, a male rapper. Let me make sure I put that out there. A male rapper. Anybody have anything else they want to add to that before we? Somebody help out the women in America. We stay over here struggling.
I'm just confused about what this guy's. I'm not confused. He's just going in.
I think that some of these are like barbershop talks, right? Like, you know, I think that Facebook, YouTube, Instagram has created a space, well, men have created a space where they can finally voice their opinion. So you have a lot of guys that probably been holding these things in their whole entire lives, are able to get on platforms and finally basically just speak their piece on what's been going on. Because on the reverse side of things, women are very, very vocal about what they like and what they don't like. And so when a man does it, it's kind of frowned upon sometimes.
I understand.
Our people are like, "Who hurt you?" Like, no, I'm just speaking with truth, dog. All right, my bad. Okay, so did y'all see this, man? I didn't even know them two dated. So Jamal, Malcolm, or whatever, he was in a relationship with Regina King. I had no freaking idea. But I was kind of taken back because he said he wasn't feeling it anymore. That's why and I'm guessing he left the relationship. That's crazy. I think I rarely see a man leaving a relationship, man. That just kind of blew my mind a little bit. I was like, wait, what?
You really think it's crazy?
Yeah. The fact that he, just I don't know.
I'm not
Just left
saying
the
I'm not saying her. I'm not saying her in general. I'm not saying like Regina King. I'm just asking like in a general aspect.
Yeah, a man leaving a relationship, because men don't typically leave relationships. Most of the time it's the women. And I can't think of anything outside of her leaving because messing around with another guy or just being disrespectful. I can see how being disrespectful could kind of be like the final straw as well. The man has reached his final straw to leave a relationship. Yeah. And I think one of the biggest reasons why men leave a relationship is if that young lady decides to give herself to somebody, or if she continues to be disrespectful in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I can see how that stuff can get old too. But no, man, I was tripping about that, man. First of all, again, I didn't even know that they were married. I was like, they were together. I don't know if they were married or not, but they were together. Did it say divorce? No, I just said ended their relationship. So yeah, they were just together. That was crazy though, man. I don't know what the heck that was about. But I'm pretty sure y'all probably didn't hear about that because no offense, but Regina, those two people are really big anymore. All right, so the next topic that we're gonna get into, I want to hear what y'all thoughts are. All right, so it was a mother and a daughter having a conversation. And I'm gonna tell you right now, man, these type of conversations are not for the weak. So I'm just gonna tell you right now, buckle up. All right, there we go.
Nephews, like there's so many blood running through you and your daddy blood. How you gonna have with somebody else's child out here? So I'm supposed to be with somebody that I don't love, so you could be happy. You damn right. You damn right. Mama, how does that work? It works just fine for me. Okay. So she wants to put me out of her house. Yes, you gonna get the stepping if you don't get you a man come up in here and create me a baby. So then what am I supposed to do, Mom? You want me to out the house because of who I'm dating? Yes, I do. And then what am I supposed to do? You do what you want to do when you out my house, but long as you in my house, you gonna have a decent relationship. But the thing is, come from the old school, baby. The old school. What I'm talking about is a man and a woman procreate and they have babies, not a woman and a woman. Okay? Y'all can't have babies together. Don't you understand? But she is a better partner than I've ever had in my entire life. Not but I'm supposed to be with somebody that I don't want. But not by my she has treated me the best that I've ever had in my whole life, Mom. But you want me to go and settle and be with somebody that I don't love. That's what you prefer. Guess what? You gotta grow to love people. Okay? You gotta get to know the person. Okay. All right? You ain't even get no man no chance. All right. How you supposed to love a man? You ain't even let a man in your life. You just saw this woman supposed to give you everything. No, ma'am. Not in this house, not under my roof. No, ma'am. Try again. So can I ask you a question? Ask me. I'm going to tell you. Are you happy? I'm wonderfully happy. Me and your daddy been married for 23 years.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to tell you right now, buckle up, man. This is going to be a very, very interesting conversation. All right, so who want to chime in first? We're gonna be the bold one to step out there first and voice their opinion on this matter. Any takers? Anybody? Come on with it.
All right. Really, only thing I feel like I could speak on right now is the fact that the part of the mom saying pretty much you got to get out the house if you're basically with a woman and not a man, and it seems like one of those things that you hear in other countries. Well, not the get out of the house, but kind of like an arranged marriage or an intended to, yeah, I'll say arranged marriage or a marriage that's for status.
Okay.
So, they almost saying that the female is more property and the man that they are to marry is more of, he's of high status, he's going to bring our level up, it's going to create businesses, it's going to look good in society. So if it's the culture, that's the culture. Traditionally, I feel like it's kind of the same way too, even if you're not at a certain stature in society. Some of my stuff isn't like quantitative. Like this stuff I've heard before or noticed before, to where like the woman is young, maybe even young, and they are married out to a family just so that they can, the parent or whatever can live happy.
Mm-hmm. I got you. I got you. All right, so I feel you. Let me go through some of these comments again. These comments are piling. I'm trying to keep up with y'all, man. Basically, the mom is right. Kids are born, they don't know anything. Someone teaches them how to be. I'm not sure if I can say that on this platform. So I'm just gonna say happy or lesbos. All right. So Devontae, did you get a chance to hear what we were just listening to about the mother and the daughter's conversation?
I didn't, but I'm reading the title and sheesh.
Let me let Kobe chime in real quick. Let me let Kobe chime in, then we'll come back.
Gotcha.
I definitely think the mom is most definitely right in the situation, but in a sense of the situation that something like this is happening now, and people are starting to come out a lot more. That's a tough one to be. That's a tough thing to deal with as a parent, because it's like, of course, you want your daughter to marry a man and stuff like that, but you can't. You can't tell your child who to love and who not to love.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm behind the mom, but that stuff it's tough. It's tough to even.
Gotcha. All right, Devontae, would you like for us to play the clip so you can hear it real quick before you give a little bit of feedback?
Sure, absolutely.
Nephews, like there's so many children
running through you and your daddy blood. How you gonna have with somebody else's child out here?
So I'm supposed to be with somebody that I don't love, so you could be happy.
You damn right. You damn
Well,
right.
Mom, how does that work?
It works just fine for me. Okay.
So she wants to put me out of her house.
Yes, you gonna get the stepping if you don't get you a man come up in here and create me a baby.
So then what am I supposed to do, Mom? You want me out the house because of who I'm dating?
Yes, I do.
And then what am I supposed to do?
You do what you want to do when you out my house, but long as you in my house, you gonna have a decent relationship.
But the thing
this
is,
come
Mom,
from the old school, baby. The old school. What I'm talking about is a man and a woman procreate and they have babies, not a woman and a woman. Okay? Y'all can't have babies together. Don't you understand?
But she is a better partner than I've ever had in my entire life. But I'm supposed to be with somebody that I don't want. But
not by my
she has treated me the best that I've ever had in my whole life, Mom. But you want me to go and settle and be with somebody that I don't love. That's what you prefer.
Guess what? You gotta grow to love people. Okay? You gotta get to know the person. Okay. All right? You ain't even get no man no chance.
All right.
How you supposed to love a man? You ain't even let a man in your life. You just saw this woman supposed to give you everything. No, ma'am. Not in this house, not under my roof. No, ma'am. Try again.
So can I ask you a question?
No, ask me. I'm going to tell you.
Are you happy?
I'm wonderfully happy. Me and your dad have been married for 23 years.
We've been married. Love that. We've been married for 23. All right, go ahead.
Well, I feel like, no matter where you at, if you don't, wherever you stay at, if you're not paying the rent, you have to abide by the rules. So, I mean, unfortunately, that is her parents' law. If you're gonna be up in this house, you're gonna date, what I'm saying, you're gonna date the opposite sex. That's just their law. Now, she said not in her house. So that's giving her the option. Go out on your own, get your own place to stay and live your lifestyle. But if you under my roof and I'm flipping the bill, paying for this and that, I'm not paying for you to date the same sex. That's basically what the mother is saying. And I mean, that's just her rules. I mean, she has to abide by the rules. All right, cool, fine. Do what you want to do, but don't bring that to her house. And that's out of respect. Because a lot of people, is not comfortable with same-sex relationships in their household. You know what I mean? They don't live that lifestyle and they don't agree with it. But to the extent they respect it, because if they ain't got to pay for it, you know what I mean? That's just her mom and her rules. So that young lady, she unfortunately gonna have to wait until she have her own place to be able to live that kind of lifestyle.
Okay, cool.
The mama, is entitled to how she feels. She's entitled to feel how she feels, and she's entitled to have those rules, whether it's right or wrong, whether the daughter agrees with it or not. Hey, that's the lay of the land. That's the law. You know what I'm saying? Up in this house, I'm flipping the bill. You got to. This is how it's gonna go.
Gotcha,
you know what I mean? Me and your dad.
Hold on, one second, Devontae. Hold on. Let me go through some of these comments because they are all right now. Okay. I see it's kind of like a little bit of back and forth, and it's people basically saying something about, kicking her out, and that was actually speaking to Tina's point. She was saying something about that being her daughter. Hold on, let me see. Okay, we got a tough love, women never accountability. So let me get my quick spiel before we go on to the next. Like, I don't want to spend too much time on these topics. I want to make sure that we're kind of like jumping around a little bit. But yeah, at the end of the day, just like pretty much everybody was saying, man, you're in her house, you're up under somebody else's rules, so you just got to abide by the rules. And the fact that this young lady, I believe it looked like, she might be of age. So if it's time for you to lead a nest, it's time for you to lead a nest. If you feel like, you want to go out, date a woman or whatever, then you're more than welcome to do it, but you can't do that in my household. And I honestly respect that, man. And I know we got a couple of these kind of kicking it out. That's her child. At the end, but still, I'm thinking she's a grown adult. And sometimes it's time for you to lead a nest, man. And I want to say somebody said something about holding people accountable. Like, just because that's your child does not mean that, you don't hold them accountable. In fact, that's what you should be doing. You're preparing them for the world. Your job as a parent is to prepare them for the world. Before you get out there, other people are going to hold you accountable. So it is what it is, man. It happens. And I'm going to be honest with you. I agree with the mom. All right. Before we go to this next topic, I agree with the mom 1,000%. If those are my rules in my house, you can either respect them or you can go about your doggone business. Love who you want to love. But the mom just with the, hey man, we ain't doing that over here, fam. I'm gonna try to see if I can bring this up real quick. So this next thing is about some people's favorites. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this guy, but his name is Derek Jackson. Lord.
He back?
Yeah, man.
Back after all that controversy? Are you serious?
Listen, it don't matter. That man said, "You can't counsel me, man. You cannot counsel me." That boy back in full effect. But this is basically that's speaking about splitting bills, going 50-50 with her man. So let me see if I can get out of this and go back into it and see if it'll work. Let's see.
So she going viral right now because her dude asked her to move in with him so she could pay half the bills while they're living together. I want y'all to hear out his reasoning and then tell me what you think down in the comments.
Just think about how much money we could also save, like just by like, you know, just two people in one household bringing it in 50-50 down the middle.
DeMarcus, you crazy if you think that I'm finna come and stay with you and you're gonna have me paying half the bills.
What's crazy about that?
You asking me to come stay with you. You already paying the bills. You can do it, so keep doing it.
I'm saying, but like, all right, so like, what are you doing now? Like, you still stay with your mom, right?
First of all, that ain't none of your business. You're saying that you want me to come stay with you. I don't pay my mama rent. Why would I come to your house and pay you rent? That sounds crazy to me. If you want me to come over there, then you need to provide for me. Don't that make sense?
I'm saying I'm going to provide, but just like half. You know what I mean? Like,
then that's not provision. Like, provide means fully covered. Like,
what? Like, but I'm not really understanding like what's the big problem. Like, if you're looking at the big picture, we could really be like on some power couple type stuff.
Okay, well, you have the power of providing 100% of the bills, and we will be a couple. The math is math, and like, I don't understand.
I'm saying, but you don't think it'll be like a lot harder, like it just being like one person versus it being two people?
How is it a lot harder if you're already doing it? You seem to be carrying the load quite well. Like, I feel like you just want my money. Like,
no,
what's going on?
Money. I'm just saying, like, I don't want your money. I'm trying to make it our money so we can join together, stack up some money, and then we can get us something nice.
Okay, well, you already have something nice. That's why you asking me to come and stay with you. Like, I don't think you would be asking me to come stay with you if we stayed in a rat trap. Like, you obviously want me to come stay with you, so you need to provide the housing. Like, that only makes sense.
I'm saying, so like, when you grew up, your mom and your dad, they didn't split bills, they didn't do 50-50. It was just like strictly
my dad paid for everything. Like, what are you saying? And you knew this about me when we first started dating. So you'll be cool if we have a kid and our daughter come home and say she finna move in with some man and he want her to pay half the bills?
Yes, actually, I would be. Like, I'm just saying I would understand it. I'm not against it. I would totally understand it. I wouldn't be tripping about it. I mean, look at how everything is panning out right now when it comes to like the world. Like, food, the cost of living, food, everything is just going up. Gas. I'm just saying it makes sense. One person can't do everything by themselves nowadays.
How it only makes sense to you?
That's what I'm trying to see. Like, it makes sense to me. I'm not understanding why it don't make sense to you. Back then, when your mom and dad was growing up, the cost of living was different.
I don't understand. If you are already comfortably paying your bills, like, why do you need my money? You asking me to come stay with you. You already got the space. Like, what is you trying to do? Like, I can't use my money for my stuff, like hair, nails, and stuff. Like, I'm not asking you to like take care of me, but the bills, like, that's easy.
I'm not saying you can't use your money for what you want, but I'm just saying, like, when bills come in.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but
oh no, wait, my bad, y'all. Before he chime in real quick, I just want to get y'all take on this before we let Derek Jackson, running the Simp Olympics, the beta.
Man, he clearly ain't paying attention to what kind of woman he got. Like, you literally, if you listen, she is literally saying, I'm not that kind of woman. Mm-hmm. Now, if you want you a 50-50 woman, go find you a 50-50 woman. She clearly ain't no 50-50 woman. She's staying at home with her parents, ain't paying nothing. And you want to take her out her comfort zone when she ain't got to pay nothing, and you want to put her in a different environment and make her responsible to pay something? Dog. You trying to change, you trying to create a logic that ain't there. Like she that's foreign to her. No, why would she want to do that?
Wait.
Bart Simpson. Oh man, that's
Hey, shout out to King for that, bro.
man, that's funny.
Boy,
No, like he know damn well that ain't the kind of woman you know what I'm saying? That ain't no 50-50 woman. Like leave her behind alone. What? She clearly telling you that's not the way I was raised. Leave that woman alone, man.
Right. What you think about this, Tina or Cole? What y'all thoughts on this before we let Bart sit?
Oh,
Tina,
Let it go, bro. Let her go.
All right, Tina?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
you. Man, bro, just gotta let her go. Bro, gotta let her go. You can't make somebody do something they don't want to do. And how could she know what her parents' relationship was like?
They said women want traditional men without being traditional. Women want equality without responsibility. Ooh, Lord.
Facts.
Great. Tina, you want to chime in real quick?
Yeah. I mean, she's not hearing it because, yeah, like y'all was saying, well, like it's been said, she's not trying to hear that. She get the traditional, she get that her dad took care of all the bills and she want a man to take care of all the bills.
But I think the issue is, again, what that guy is saying. Like, she wants a traditional man, but she's not willing to take on any of the responsibilities of her mom. Because I'm pretty sure if her mom wasn't paying bills, it was a lot that she was doing to make sure that man was taken care of. She not giving off them. She don't give off any type of traditional vibes. First and foremost, she rolling her eyes when that man is speaking. That lets us know right then and there that she does not respect him. She don't respect that man. She's sitting there recording. She's recording herself while they're having an intimate conversation. That young lady does not respect him. One thing about traditional women, they respected their man. They wouldn't be caught doing stuff like this. This is the type of young lady that you just leave on the wayside, fam, for real. Splitting bills? Like, I don't understand how you are a grown, capable adult. You can get out there, you can work, and you can help pitch in some way, shape, form, or fashion. She just said, listen, you pay all the bills, you do all this stuff. Not once did she say, listen, I don't want to pay bills because, I feel like I can be doing other things to make your life a lot easier. She didn't throw that out there. She just said, listen, I ain't paying bills. My mom didn't pay bills. I don't want to pay bills. I don't want to do nothing. Now, if you want me to come stay with you, I can do that. That's what you get. You get me. And in most cases, that's what a lot of them believe. A lot of them believe, like, listen, I'm the prize. The fact that I'm blessing you with that box that he done probably hit over $1,000 doggone time, like that's what you get, fam. That's it. I don't want you to attach any type of responsibilities to me in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I just want to be here and exist. I want you to be my sponsor. That's what a lot of people are looking for today in today's age. They're looking for a sponsor. They're not looking for a husband. They're not looking for a man. They're not looking for a spouse. They're looking for somebody to sponsor their lifestyle so they don't have to do anything. And reality is most people are not, they're not signing up for that. So I guarantee you, this young lady, if she ain't already, she gonna be standing in that single line real soon.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that she's not hearing that she needs to pitch in. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's just kind of one-sided on everything. But she's not hearing the benefit that could come out of, even if she's not, even like you were saying, if she's not splitting the bills, she got to be doing something else. So I'm thinking she's not hearing that. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. He's a beta. I'm gonna agree with you, man. I believe that young man is definitely a beta, man. Allowing all of this. Again, this is completely disrespectful. The fact that she feels so comfortable to pull her phone out and start recording, and she's still standing on Bill. Like, listen, I will come and stay with you, but I don't plan on doing anything else besides that. Coming to stay with you.
You think this is possibly scripted? Like this is a little skit?
Nah, man. Like if he would have been in it, maybe. You know what I mean? Because I know I did a lot of reactions to those things that are scripted. No, it's literally women out here that operate like this. Yeah,
Damn.
unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. All right, we're gonna let this thing finish playing through real quick, and then we're gonna continue.
I pretty much agree with every face that she made that says she's not only annoyed with this stance, but this conversation in general. But every time I hear this conversation, something stuck out to me. I never hear a man accounting for what I think is probably the most important factor of all of this, a woman's exhaustion. Like, that's the thing I think we miss whenever we're saying pay 50-50 bills because it's going to make things easier. We never really talk about making y'all's life, y'all's role easier, in which all of the complaints that we have for women, at least 99% of them come from a woman who is exhausted, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or otherwise. So when a man is saying, oh, I want you to split the bills with me, but he's not saying how he's going to chime in or chip in when it comes to the household chores, the kids, the whatever it is, the time that you need just for yourself, et cetera, or at least that he has a plan to bring this to an end at some point so that you don't have to be exhausted anymore. You know, working to pay bills, and then, of course, meeting every expectation we're going to continue having of you as a woman. That's why I think we're losing y'all. I just think it would be different if a man came to a woman and said, hey, look, I do want you to split bills with me 50-50. But in that time, I'm going to do some of the cooking. I'm going to do some of the cleaning. We're going to split that down the middle as well. And then we're only going to do this for 5 years. And we're going to put away our money every month. So at the end of each year, we can buy a new property that we can rent out. And then at the end of year 5, neither one of us got to work again. So neither one of us are exhausted, and we can both have whatever it is we want and whatever quality of life that we want. And before we do any of this, I want to get married. That way, everything that you invest mentally, financially, physically, spiritually, etc., is going to be safe and secure with a legally and spiritually binding covenant and agreement. Wouldn't that change things, or am I tripping? Y'all let me know down in the comments.
I think that you are tripping, brother. I think first and foremost, you need to understand if this was like an open type of conversation where she's open to having a conversation about her coming to stay with him. Like if you are speaking to somebody and the very first thing that they say, listen, I'm not doing it. That's completely different between having a conversation with somebody that's like, okay, can you break that down and let me know like what that looks like? If you're having open dialogue with somebody and y'all are kind of like going back and forth to kind of work this thing out, I think that, yes, the conversation will be completely different. But this young lady does not seem like the type of person that's willing to negotiate any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is a terrorist. What I always tell y'all, brothers, we don't negotiate with terrorists, all right? She has a terrorist-like mindset. Her needs, all of those things need to be met, and she's not willing to give up anything. Absolutely nothing. So I think that he's bypassing also that guys are tired too. Like we're exhausted too. I'm not saying that, listen, you come stay with me and you paying all the damn bills and you're doing all this other stuff. No, I'm saying you come stay with me. We split the bills up 50-50, and then we can go from there. And we can work and we can build an empire together. You're not going to be in this alone. And this doesn't honestly sound like the type of guy that's just going to be like, okay, I'm working, you know, you're working or whatever, and then you come home and you're going to be cleaning up everything. They don't have children. It's just them two in the household. If people are cleaning up behind themselves, I don't understand why in the world, you know, he's talking about people where women are physically exhausted. I think that men are too. I think that we all are. But when we come together, it's a lot better together than us being in separate households and thinking or believing that, listen, I'm just going to stay with my parents. I mean, I should have told them something right then and there. Listen, I just want to live off my parents and just stay here and be good. And we're just going to keep it at that. Oh, go ahead, y'all. I think I got one more person that's going to be joining us. Somebody
That
else.
sounds like more of a child mindset of like, I'm just going to go stay with my parents, or I don't got to pay rent here, so why should I pay you rent? And he was trying to, I feel like him coming at her about it, he was looking at the long haul. He was I feel like he was looking at a future with this woman, but for her just to kind of like be like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not with it. That would kind of rub somebody the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Well,
he's not saying like, oh, like you're gonna pay 50. Like he's trying to. Because if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he said in that clip that like he said in the grand scheme of things. Because when people say in the grand scheme of things, they're trying to pretty much look at the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
So I just thought that was kind of selfish. Because obviously he is not in that tax bracket to even afford to pay all those bills. And he's talking, and she's like, well, you're able to afford all those bills now, so what's the problem with me being there? Oh, so you don't understand what you being here does? You're gonna be using more water, more electricity is gonna be used, more food's gonna be bought. Like you gotta look at that. He's looking at everything, but you know, I rest my case. I digress.
Okay.
She not one thing he keep overlooking is she is not a responsible adult. The only thing she concerned about is getting her nails done, her hair done. Okay, her parents flip the bills for everything. She ain't gotta. She probably don't even do the dishes at home. Okay, she ain't got no responsibilities, and you literally trying to put her in an environment where she gonna have to be responsible to pay bills and do this and that, bruh. She keep telling you that's not me. I'm not like that. And you still trying to talk her into being a part of that lifestyle, dog. You wasting your breath.
Negotiating with parents.
Exactly. She ain't. And if you gonna probably break down and be like, well, all right, you know what I'm saying, and y'all gonna try to work some things out or whatever. But she would never meet her end of the bargain. So you really wasting your time and energy.
She's not looking
telling you. That sounds like an opportunity to me. A mooch.
Kind of getting into one of the questions that I got. All right, you want to go in real quick? You want to go ahead and give your little spiel or whatnot?
I mean, to be honest with everybody, like I said, but all of what I was thinking of, like she just, she wants to be a kept woman. She don't want to be a responsible woman.
Okay. Facts. Question for the people real quick. Would y'all say that y'all are people that like to argue? A person that likes to argue? It's gonna set it up for a video that we're gonna be playing a little bit later on. But yeah, would y'all say that y'all are a person that likes to argue or say slick stuff?
Don't have the patience, don't have the time.
Respect. All right.
Nope, not at all. Now, if we having an educational debate, I don't mind doing that, but nah, I ain't no arguing type of person.
Also, slick. Do you say slick stuff? It says slick stuff too. Argue. I like to say slick stuff.
Oh, I might say some stuff under my breath now, cause I'm gonna do that. I tell you, because I don't have a filter at times, and sometimes you be trying to hold back and you be trying not to say nothing, but sometimes you just gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta get your point across. Because it's like they not listening, they ain't understanding. You be like, this motherfucker right here. Let me tell you. I'm telling you. And sometimes it just fly out. You don't have no control. You like, oh shoot, I am my bad. I said that. I said that out loud. I ain't meant for you to hear that.
Oh Lord.
For real.
All right. See.
Not, as far as arguing goes, no, and I definitely had to work on the whole split comments and stuff.
Okay. All right. What's going on? I think Angel just came in the building. Angel, can you hear me?
It's Lamika.
Lamika?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
AKA Mickey Mouse.
AKA. Oh, what's going on? What up? My bad. We had somebody else that's gonna be joining too. What's going on, Lamika? Oh Lord, she does.
She said you got my name wrong. Hold on, I'm in the wrong group chat.
Here's the thing right here. Look, what's going on, Angel? What's going on?
Hi.
So we just had somebody else that joined the chat. I thought that was you, but it was somebody else. What's going on, man?
Hi.
That was my bad.
I'm sorry. My mom had me running into Harris Teeter all over Charlotte. You know how mothers are.
Oh yeah, yeah, they gonna get you. They definitely gonna get you. All right, so we're gonna get into the song. If Lamika come back on here, then I think she'll understand. So the next question is: should men step up and be stepdads?
Me personally, I think it depends on how bad you want to be with that woman. If you want to be with her, like you see your life with her, then I think you should try your best to love her kids too. Because when you signed up for it, you didn't just like once you signed up to be in a relationship with a single mother, like or a mother in general, you signed up to love her kids too.
Okay. All right. Devontae, you want to chime in?
Absolutely, I totally 100% agree with Miss Angel. Yeah, you definitely should. I mean, if you want to, like if you happen to meet a really dope woman and she just happen to have kids, man, like you said, you gotta accept all of her. You know what I mean? Not just her, because them kids come with the package.
All right. Okay. All right. Kobe?
100% agreed. It's just based on, like Devontae say, if you are wanting to be with this woman and you're feeling her, it's most definitely you're gonna have to accept everything. You're gonna have to accept everything about her and what comes with it, especially if it's her kids, if she have any.
Okay. My bad for the comments, y'all. I'm just now checking out the comments. I got a lot going on. I'm trying to add people to the live stream and stuff. My bad. Sooner than later, we gonna get a get a narrator. No reason why a man should take care of another man's kids. Ooh, okay. We got some comments down here. What y'all got to say about what y'all got to say? Go ahead. You can rock, Angel.
Me personally, I don't like. You don't have to like take what do they mean by take care? Like, because as far as like me watching my kid, like I'm gonna be the person watching my kid. 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna be the one providing for my kid. You're just there like for my support, and you just, you know what I'm saying, don't treat my son or my daughter no type of way differently than you would treat your other kids, like emotionally. That's what I think of when somebody says taking care of somebody else's kid. It's mostly, it comes out of emotion for me.
Okay, all right. Oh, okay. All right. He said, now this is curious, right? I'm kind of curious about this. A stepfather has no authority with all the responsibility. So I'm curious to those women that may be or may get like a stepfather, like is he going to have like a say so on like how to discipline the child? I think that'll be a decent question to ask. Does he have any say so when it comes to that? I see him making faces over there.
Because I don't want nobody else putting their hands on my son, because I don't whoop my son. Okay. So like as far as somebody putting their hands on my child, I don't accept it.
Okay, all right. I feel it. Oh, he said, so if they go out to dinner, like, do I got to pay for the kid or you gonna pay for the kid?
It's whoever. Me personally, I feel like it's whoever can afford it.
Okay.
If I'm making more money than you and I can afford to pay for me and my child, then yeah. Okay. But my thing is, if you gonna pay for, I'm not expecting you to, like, if you want to pay for just me, then just do that. I'm not gonna go out if I don't have money for me and my child anyway. I'm not that type of person. So.
Okay. All right.
Anybody? Wait. I gotta ask the question.
Go ahead.
Because I've seen videos surface on the internet that went viral of you know, women bringing a child to dinner, and the man has vocalized and said, "I'm just paying for you. I'm not paying for the kid." And sometimes 9 times out of 10, the woman will reject that next date with the man. So I've seen it. So like,
Go ahead. I just feel like, me personally, I feel like that's a discussion that should have been had before we made plans. Like, if I told you I don't have a babysitter and like I don't have the money to go out and pay for me and my son, then that's something different than like for you to just pop up with your kid on a date and you don't know this man. That's weird to me.
Okay, I got you. I feel it. All right, hold on. Before we get into that, y'all. So this is the reason why I asked that question, to bring in this next. Let's see.
I'm a mom of 7 and I'm 33.
Okay.
With being a mom of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so this is a little, hold on. We're talking about 7 children, okay? This is no offense to you, because it's absolutely possible for you to find a quality man. What makes it a tad bit difficult is that you have to find a man who has the financial footing to take care of you and 7 children. And then you also have to be able to find a man who is going to be willing to come in and create structure in that household. 7 children on 1 person is a lot to create structure in. So there's a lot that this man is going to have to come in and do. On top of that, creating a secure space for you when you have to be a mother and you have to take care of the majority of the things that happen in a house. Are you going to have the ability to be able to love this man in a way that he needs to be loved, in a way that registers as love to him when you have to love 7 other individuals? You're going to need a man who can love those children as his own. Yeah, that is a huge responsibility to put on a person who does not have those children. Those are not his kids. Right. But if I were you, no disrespect, I'll try to work it out with the father.
No, hear me out. Hold on.
All right. We got some comments about that, but I'm gonna let y'all chime in real quick before we get into it. Go ahead.
What was like? I don't understand if it was that bad. Why did you have 7 kids with him?
That's the
My question.
7?
Like it couldn't have been that bad. Like you couldn't leave after baby number 1.
And then she's still so young too.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if you was that unhappy, wrap it up. You know, maybe stop giving it up to him. You know, break it off.
Right.
Leave him alone.
No birth control, no nothing. No boy.
Exactly.
No boy, we can
like.
Were they married though?
That's the question. She didn't say that. If they were married, then I can understand that. But I wouldn't understand why she left. And I'm gonna go off the radar right here. I believe that the young lady that was speaking with her gave her some really, really sound advice. Like a man comes in, you got 7. I mean, it's good that you had all your 7 kids by the same guy. You know, kudos to you. But you see, you got 7 kids. So a man, either with or without children, got to come in and he has to establish some type of structure. Because I don't know any man out there, any respectful man, that will be able to operate without any structure inside of his household or whatever. So if I'm coming in, I got to establish structure with these 7 children, and they got to get in line, and the mother has to basically give that guy like the okay, like, you know, I want you to lead this household and we are going to follow. It's already bad enough to try to do that with 1 child if she already had another child by another man, but 7? Whoo, Lord have mercy. That's tough, man. That's tough, man. That boy say 1 or 7, it's all the same.
That's not true. That is not true.
Go ahead. Break it down for us. Break it down.
I see 7 kids. I can't fathom it. Me personally. I just don't see myself in that situation. But you also have to ask like questions like, is the dad helping? Because if the dad is actually in the life and he's like helping, like if it's like a scheduled visit, like every other week type thing, like I feel like it makes it a lot easier on the dude that's entering the household, because now it's not like it's 24/7 with these kids. It's just like he basically like a part-time stepdad.
Not part-time.
Like you just filling in on the dad's off weeks. If you plan on being with this woman and you know she got 7 kids, that would be a great discussion to have. Like if the baby daddy is actually gonna help.
Okay, I feel that. So here's the thing, right? I'm just talking about speaking it from a man's perspective. And guys, y'all fellas, please feel free to chime in anytime y'all like. I have a certain type of structure that I have inside of my house, how I have everything ordered. You know what I mean? And if I go inside of another man's house and it's put a certain type of way, I'm gonna feel like that stuff is out of place. Same thing goes for children. You know, of course, yeah, he might have some stuff set up or whatever, but when I move, and hopefully, you know, if a guy is entering in that woman's life, hopefully it's because of marriage. Like we're gonna be together until the end of time or whatever. While these children are under my provision in my house, because technically she'll be coming to stay with me. I'm thinking about a successful man, right? So she'll be coming to stay with me. She'll be coming to live with me. Those children have to get up under my umbrella. They got to get up under my provision. And what I say goes inside of my house because I am the leader of my household. So I understand the thing about a part-time, like if he's coming to get the children, cool. You know, hopefully he's that guy that she wants her children to basically look up to, be, or whatever. That's all fine and dandy. But men operate differently. So if you're coming into my house, you're up under my rules and everything. There's a certain way on how I do things versus any other man. And I feel like when it comes to my structure off the chain. Let me tell you something. It works. It works. It works. It's all about effort. It's not perfection. You know what I mean? I'm still striving for perfection, but it's all about effort. In my household, we're gonna exercise. We're going to be respectful. It's always yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You know, everything about it. You respect all of your elders. You know, the adults. It's a certain way how you have to carry yourself. We're not wearing bonnets outside of my house. We're not walking on the back of our house shoes. When you step outside of that door, you are a representation of me. And if anybody sees you, they already know, hey, that's his boy. That's his kid right there. And the way that he carries himself is exactly how his father, or I wouldn't do the stepdad role. But if I was to be a stepdad, you know, again, those kids are still a representation of me, not that other guy, even though that's their daddy or whatever, respectfully. When I step into that role, that's all me, dog. You know what I'm saying? That's Anybody else wanted to chime in real quick?
Hey, Devontae, go ahead. I'll pick it back off you.
She said she has baby. She say 7 though. Whew. Whew.
But that's what I'm saying. So if you are like you have your own, like the way you said, if you meet a female that you like that set up the same way, like structurally in her head as you are, 9 times out of 10, her kids are set up the same way, to be respectful, to hold their head high, to because she probably feels the same way you do. My kids are a reflection of me, so ain't no way I'm finna be running around here with baby kids.
Well, just speaking, if we're thinking about the majority, right? I don't think that in the majority of the households that, you know, people that are single parent, I don't think that a majority of households are raising their children how I would see fit. You know, again, being respectful, because again, I used to work at the YMCA, and them kids was bad. I'm talking about the worst. I don't work there no more. I ain't got no job. Them kids was the worst of the worst. I had to think about it real quick. Them kids were like the worst of the worst, extremely disrespectful. And when you call the parent up there, the parent was backing a disrespectful child. And I'm like, yo, are you serious? This child is flat out disrespected and cursed this lifeguard out because the lifeguard asked him to stop running. I see a lot of single parents basically teaching bad behavior. And if we look at how society is going right now, it's a reflection of that. Most people are growing up and most people are being disrespectful instead of being respectful. I think the minority are the respectful people, and the majority are the disrespectful children. So
Sound like
I just don't think, again, if I was to go that route, which I doubt that I will, but if I was to go that route, it's a very, very slim chance that I would run into a young lady that moves how I move and kind of thinks like I think when it comes to those things. Because when it comes to me, I am a lot more strict. And I'm gonna hold that line at all. I'm talking about every day I'm holding you accountable about what you need to be doing. I mean, that's just me.
sound like the parent and the child needed an ass whooping.
I'm dropping bows, dog.
Both for real. I'd have grabbed the bell on both of their asses. Hell no.
This reminds me of something I was listening to again on the radio. But this is more of a teacher. I think he got suspended or fired because it was a video of the kid hitting the teacher. And the radio station was like, see, this is the problem where you try to blame the school or the teacher when all of the responsibility and where it starts from is at home. And it's like 9 times out of 10, the parent just as wild, disrespectful as the child.
Okay, yeah.
All right, let me. I'm gonna say this. First, I want to address that comment because it said that like that's an emotional, unstable child. I wouldn't even say that. That's a child that's been raised in the wrong environment and been exposed to too much at a young age and seeing stuff they're not supposed to be seeing at a young age.
Hold on, wait. Break. What's going on? My bad. I'm not following. What happened?
It says in the comment, it said that's an emotional, unstable child.
What was he referring to? My bad. What was he referring to when he said it?
I guess when somebody's saying like the kids are hitting the teachers and parents are, like you said, like Carrie, we both came from the YMCA. We've seen a lot of stuff take place inside a branch that's not supposed to happen. You see parents taking up for their children, so you as a parent take up for your child, but also keep your child accountable for what they're doing wrong. Because if you think it's okay for them to yell and scream at somebody, where you think they got that from? Who you think they seen do that? Because there is a very small amount of kids of this generation that are not respecting people in this way of saying like, they're not saying yes ma'am, no ma'am. They're treating us like we're one of them. It's not right, because dating a woman with kids is, because like I say this, is most, like you said, it's difficult for a man to get the clearance to discipline and be that authority figure for that child, because once you say something that's way out of line that she doesn't do, she's gonna automatically say that's my child. Don't say nothing to my child. Don't say nothing. Don't do anything. I'll handle it. But sometimes, nine times out of 10, that child eventually is gonna try to roughhouse the mom, and then what? Then you really gonna need that male authority figure to be there to help you out.
Interesting point. That's an interesting point. I didn't think about it like that.
See, my son not that old, so I ain't got to that point yet. But I already know I don't know. I was just raised. I was raised by my dad. I wasn't raised by my mom. I was raised by my dad. My dad was a single parent. He took care of four kids. 3 of them was his, and 1 of them was my mom's. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's all about wanting to do it. You just have to want to do it. Some people just don't want to do it, and that's their preference. It's their life. They don't have to deal with nothing that they don't want to deal with. Like, she might find a man that want to deal with her and her 7 kids. Maybe he got 14 kids.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, I think it's like how you was raised, like, because some people learn from how they was raised, some people don't, and like some people just let the cycle continue while some people try to break generational curses.
Okay. Facts. Okay. Yeah, I see. We got some comments, man. My bad. I'm doing the worst job of trying to keep up with these comments, man. My fault. It says mothers cannot teach young boys how to be men. Hamburger. Anybody got anything they want to say about that before we get into this next question?
Man, we've heard that all before. We've heard that too many times throughout time. Who cares? We've heard that too much.
See, that's the thing. If people say it, but like, if all these men are constantly leaving these little boys with their mama, she don't really got a choice but to try her best to teach them how to be men.
Yeah, it's like it's saying like, a woman can't teach a man a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man, but
a man can't teach a man how to be a man either if he not one.
But it's also, you gotta think about with the fathers and the daughters. It's like it goes vice versa.
Because like I said, my daddy raised me. I feel like I'm still a woman.
Yeah, but I guarantee there's tons of things. There's tons of things that he had to learn while raising 4 girls.
And it's gonna be stuff that people have to learn in general when raising kids.
So really quick. So is it possible for a man to teach a young girl how to be a competent adult and maybe not necessarily teach her how to be a woman, and the same thing like vice versa, instead of,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So is that are we confusing the two then? Are we confusing the two?
Yes. Absolutely.
I think they're getting confused because where they're saying a woman can't teach a boy how to be a man, I think it's talking about the emotional aspect of it. Like they don't, because a woman is an emotional vessel. They're thinking like, oh, she's going to teach them how to be emotional. No, absolutely not. Same thing that a woman can teach her son is the same thing a father can teach the daughter. Is try to be a competent adult, learning from your mistakes, teaching you right from wrong. It's the same thing. We can both can teach that to their child. It's just how you go about it. Especially yes, you are raising your son, but you got male figures around him that can also teach him too. Same vice versa for if a man raising his daughter, they got women surrounding her to teach her. It's not just that person fending for themselves. You got people all around you helping you raise a child. Sometimes it takes a village to raise somebody.
Very much so. Because sometimes people. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. That was another thing that was mentioned too, is it does take a village. They mentioned, you having help with your grandparents. And nowadays, sometimes you don't really get that, that help. They was also saying that even sometimes, if you in that type of community, your neighbors, close neighbors of yours can keep things in line. And, just to make sure that, we have responsible, respectful young people that we are raising.
Okay. All right, guys. Before we jump into this next thing, I'm a little bit confused. So it's been a trend going around. I've been seeing a lot of people talk about I'm chilling at home in my muumuu. So I know y'all seen the young lady. This is what she's wearing. I just want to get the men's thoughts on this. What are y'all thoughts on these? I guess this is the muumuu. What are y'all thoughts on that, fella? If your girl out there wearing, what are your thoughts? Kobe,
is she wearing that in public?
No. She's at home chilling with a moo on. Devontae, somebody, what are y'all comment? What are y'all thoughts on this? Devontae must be over there watching that porn again, man.
I'm trying to think. That's interesting. I'm trying to think about that one.
That boy over there with the lotion going ham. he gonna get back on here greasy or something. And sweating. You good, brother? Everything straight now, man. Oh man. So I'm curious to the women. Have y'all heard about this moo thing?
The moo kept them bills paid. No.
Oh, I got one in every color.
I did hear about it. They still kind of put it back, kind of like back in the day, grandma. I don't know what it is, but that's what the saying was. Some men found it attractive. I did see a video where he was like the muumuu, the old sundress, and a big t-shirt. He was like, man, those three things that have me building things that we don't even need.
What? Really?
That's elaborate, please.
Well, like I was saying, I guess they found it attractive. I guess I really don't know the backstory on what he was like trying to say, but he found it, he found it attractive. He found it like to say, okay, maybe it meant that everything's been taken care of. I'm finna get taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like he was saying that he ain't never been, oh my gosh, he ain't never been disappointed with a girl that had a muumuu, but a girl that wore the sexy lingerie and stuff like that, he was disappointed when it came down to the bedroom.
I'm curious. Fellas, y'all chime in, help us out.
That right there, that's the all-in-one right there. She could be comfortable in that. She ain't got to worry about that G-string riding up her behind. I'd rather have her have that on right there. Because, when she got some curves, she can pull that thing tight and you see everything.
Easy access.
That's the truth.
I call that easy access.
Easy access. Lift that little dress up. It's on and popping. Yeah, she's smelling all good with Bath and Body Work or whatever good scented soap and lotion she got on or whatever. Woo. Sob her right on down. I'm telling you.
Say, when I get home, she better be dressed and ready. So I guess this ain't passing to the.
But see, he also said that something about cooking it, as long as she cooking and cleaning in it all day.
Right. If you smell like,
first of all, if I'm cooking and cleaning in the muumuu all day, I'm gonna get in the shower and I'm gonna put another muumuu back on because I've been up here running around all day. Now I'm really tired.
Hold on.
I'm gonna put my another muumuu back on.
Hold on.
As long as it's smelling like laundry detergent or fabric softener, cool.
I ain't gonna put on the same muumuu I was cleaning in.
Right.
Hold on.
I got muumuu in every color.
Hold on. He's saying that's for them old heads. Where you think the young girls seen wear stuff like that? They seen their grannies walk around the house with a gown on and a bonnet on, cook, clean, take care of the kids and stuff like that. What made you not think? Come on, look.
That's called you can sneak and get something with that.
Listen, lingerie is a beautiful thing. Just how that's gonna be taken off, that gown can be taken off too. So it don't really matter.
But see, you hit the point now where lingerie is just regular outfits. So
at this point, they wear that in public. They wear that in public.
She with that muumuu on, she can do a whole lot of freaky stuff and be in disguise, and still go over and you know what I'm saying, and check the mail or whatever. If one of the kids pop up, we're like, oh, I'm not doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? She just got on regular house clothes. She got on lingerie. I gotta cover. I gotta go to bed. I gotta, No, go ahead and keep that muumuu on. Yeah, go in there and play, son. Go in there and play. Mm-hmm. I take that.
I was just gonna go on to the next topic, man. I wasn't gonna really chime in. Honestly, again, man, y'all know I color outside the lines. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. I have been fortunate enough to have the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? A young lady that I'd rather you not wear any damn thing. You know what I mean? It's different. It's different in this household. I'm gonna just say that it's different in this household. You know, ain't no kids running around. You ain't gotta worry about nobody walking through the door, whatever. So I'd rather for her to be butt naked. You know what I mean? That's easy access to me. That's easy slide in. After I get from the gym, I'm gonna go ahead and take this quick little shower or whatnot while you cooking. Hey, wear your ass out, and then I'm gonna finish cooking. Just put that thing on simmer real quick. But no, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I can't. Y'all already know how I feel about the bonnets. The I don't even moo. I guess that's what we call. Yeah, I'm good on that, man. I can't rock with it. I cannot rock with it, man. No offense. I was trying to stay away from this thing, man. Like, but yeah, no, I don't know, man.
Hey, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, because I have asked this question the other day. They said, would you prefer for your lady to get up in the morning and put makeup on and everything, and still wear her like nightgown and stuff like that?
Heck no, that's gonna get all on the pillowcase and sheets and stuff.
The women that I rock with, bro, they not wearing makeup. They got natural beauty, and they already know they don't need any of that stuff. They just, they're I don't know. They just got a different type of mindset. So that makeup, it's natural beauty. If any young lady that's wearing makeup, 9 times out of 10, just me personally, I'm not even dealing with it. It's just a different type of mindset, man. Again, I'm not trying to put anybody down or shame anybody that does wear makeup or anything. It's just the women that I choose to deal with, they're not rocking with any of those things. Just personal. Hey man, I don't like how what's the name trying to call. Let me get back to my doggone questions, man. Come on, man. All right, so the next question is and this actually comes from Tina. Shout out to Tina, man. Tina actually brought this up, and I figure. Wait a minute, my bad, y'all. Yeah, and I figured that I would.
I'm on the podcast. Oh, I'm sorry.
You good. All right, so I seen something online right after she said this. It's so crazy. I seen something online when she was, and correct me if I'm wrong. I know I might butcher your question. I might butcher your question. My bad. But she was asking what happens when a woman is with a man and he levels up and he becomes successful, and she's basically getting thoughts about him leaving, or what if he leaves? Did I butcher your question or whatever? Or have y'all seen that, like the guys that become successful, that level up or whatever, that woman that was with them that got it out of the mud or whatever, leave? Have y'all seen it? Seen that happen? And I mean, my question to y'all would be, why do y'all think that is?
He was, well, if she was with him and helping him, motivating him, she was part of the building process, then no, I haven't. I only way I would see the man leaving if he wasn't in love with her, he was just using her until he made it, and then he was like, I'm gonna get somebody I actually want to be with. You know what I mean? He only was with that woman for the benefits, not for the romance and commitment.
So you saying, so you think that's the reason why? I mean, if a guy was in that situation, that he would leave, that he wasn't really rocking with her to begin with.
Yes, he was just there for the benefits. Like that one song say, I love the way she do this, but I don't love her. that song is real. You know what I mean? In those type of situations, he loved what she did and what she provided for him, but he didn't love her. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't attracted to her as a woman, as an individual. You know what I mean? He only wanted what he can get from her. And he just stuck around because he saw her potential and what she can do to better him. But it had got overwhelming to the point where he was seeing other women that he actually was attracted to and he actually wanted to be with. And he was like, well, shoot, I'm already here. I already figured it out. And I don't need you no more.
Okay. All right.
That's probably what the woman was thinking in the first place, honestly.
Exactly. Woman's intuition.
If he makes them, if he makes more money, she knows girls gonna flock to him. But that's on the man to sit there and reassure his woman that he's not going nowhere and he's only for her.
Yep.
You say it's his job to do that?
I'm not saying it's his job, but sometimes, let's be honest, sometimes women get in their head about certain things in life because, and especially when it comes to their husband, they always want to make sure their husband's satisfied. They always want to make sure they're happy. And sometimes women need reassurance because sometimes they get in their head thinking like, oh, I'm not attractive enough. I'm not good enough for him. I'm not what he wants. And sometimes we have to be like, all right, babe, like I understand how you feel, but realize I'm all about you. I'm for you. You're attractive. You're sexy. I love you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna stick by you to the end. And it's not a job. It's just if the man shows it or he decides to show in an action or use his words, sometimes that's just what a woman needs.
Okay. So even because I understand that women are emotional, right? So you think just because he like reassured her today, he's gonna have to do it again tomorrow? Do you think he's gonna have to do it again tomorrow, or should he have to continue to do that?
He shouldn't have to, but it's a chance he going to.
I agree. He should not have to. He should not have to reassure about how he feels about her. Sometimes it takes that woman to realize that he's stuck. If a person stick out, I'm fumbling my words. If a man or a woman sticks with a person through the good and the bad, the hard times, and they've always been there and never stepped out and never looked in another direction, that should be all good enough for you, regardless if they're making that type of money or not.
All right. Anybody else got anything to add or chime in or whatever? We're gonna get into this main topic. I did want to kind of bring some stuff up before we get into this. But does anybody have anything they want to add real quick? Anybody? All right. Did I do a decent job, or was that before? Because I'm gonna get my spiel right. Let me get my spiel first before you answer that. So I think that when we go back to a guy leveling up or whatever, becoming successful and everything, those women that are out there getting it out of the mud, understand this: a guy's job or purpose or whatever in life is to become valuable. They oftentimes say that women are technically born with value. We can have that conversation. And a guy has to earn his way up to become valuable. And that's through like mindset, money, whatever. Again, we can get into all of the logistics and everything. A guy's job is to become valuable. And I think that a woman's job is to, let me see, how can I put this? Be valuable to that man. And I think that as that man is growing to become valuable, I'll break it down. As that man is becoming valuable, as that guy is leveling up and becoming successful, your job, again, as a help me, hopefully you're trying to be that man's wife, is to figure out how can I be helpful to him. And the more helpful you become, the more this guy's going to look at, listen, this girl is not like any other girl that I done ran into. In every area of my life, she's trying to figure out how can I help this man? How can I, hold on, wait a minute. All right. Yeah. How can I help this man? How can I make sure that I'm being as valuable as possible? So she's looking, again, when you talk about women's intuition and all the other good stuff, a woman studies her man. She studies the man that she wants to be with. And because women, women, they know how to trap or whatever. Men are hunters, women are trappers. I mean, we can go back into the test of time and go through it, right? When a woman is when she's trying to get food, she traps. She doesn't hunt. A man hunts for food, like he's going out there going to go get it, right? Because a man has more physical strength than a woman. Again, I don't want to get caught up in all of that, but again, we can go back from the beginning of time all the way up until now. So again, if that's your job as a woman, to figure out how can I be as helpful to this man as possible, when he does get to any level of success, he understands that no woman out there is looking to add value like this young lady. So I'm not looking to replace her in any way, shape, form, or fashion, because she has the mindset of what I call the 1%ers. When you look at the majority of women, most of them, I don't think, are looking to really add value in those men's lives. Like, we can go through the Instagram models. We can go through, all these chicks out here shaking that thing on whatever or whatever. Most of them are not looking to add value. So if I have a young lady that has a certain type of mindset, it ain't got nothing to do with, your body or how you look. But if you have that type of mindset that none of these other women have, then I'm going to stick with her more oftentimes than not. I think that's women's blueprint. If you're looking to add value in a man's life, or you approach every situation like that, I think that you are more likely to get and keep a man of value versus all the rest of those women out there that hope or wish that they can be in these type of guys' presence. And again, this is me listening to successful men that have been married for 20, 30 plus years. The women that they have got it out the mud with and have stuck through the test of time are those women that understand that I'm looking to add value to my man's life in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Successfully married men. Because there's a difference between being married and being successfully married. Because you can be married and, not even want to be in the same room as somebody. But no, these women I'm talking about absolutely adore their husbands. After 20 years, she's still looking at him with the googly eyes. Oh my God, I am so obsessed over this guy. This guy that came from nothing and now has built his way up to one of my mentors. He owns 2 different banks in South Carolina and North Carolina. And he's early 40s at a young age. But yeah, I think if you're looking to add value, the chances of that guy replacing you is slim to none.
I feel so good.
Anybody else wanted to chime in real quick before we get into this?
So I'm sorry. Never mind. No.
Go ahead. Angel, you good.
Never mind. So I'm just saying, like, so in your eyes, like, a wife is basically a servant.
No. Well, yeah, I guess you can say that if that's how you choose to look at it. Yeah, somewhat. Help me. I'm looking again. When you look in the Bible, she said, "Help me." I'm looking to help my man in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that a woman's purpose in life is her husband.
But if I'm just saying, like, I don't think biblical times is the best part to go, like, is the best way to go, because like a lot done changed since biblical, because now in biblical times it was just the man working. So I could understand that. If my man is working and I'm just here being a good wife, I can see that. I can do whatever I need to do. But if I gotta work too, how I gotta build, so I gotta be strong enough to build me and you and whatever kids that you decide to have with me.
So here's the thing, right? Again, when we speak about guys that have got it out the mud, again, we can go to Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, any of those successful guys, or again, any of the mentors that I named. You are a competent adult, which means you are able to take care of yourself first and foremost. I still believe that, yeah, your first priority is you. You take care of you, your physical, mental health, all of those things. That's on you. Right after that, you're making sure that I'm gonna help me to this man, right? And before children even come into the play, we haven't even gotten to that. Like that comes on down the line after we have been able to establish some type of foundation or whatever. So I don't know, just me personally. Again, when we're speaking about successful men, because even though guys used to pay all the bills back then, there are still men out here being traditional men that take care of all the bills. I've had well, I don't want to speak about my personal, but there are guys out here that take care of the household, bills, everything. You don't have to worry about that. But in order for you to get and keep a guy like that, you have to have that mindset that I am your help me. I'm making sure when you come home, everything is taken care of. Because listen, a lot of society wants us to believe that men out here are men like that don't exist. They do. They are all around. You pass them in Kroger's. You pass them when you walk to the gym. They're out here. The only thing is, you just have to be that young lady that has that type of mindset to understand that I'm going to be your help me. So those women, you don't have to take care. You don't have to worry about paying bills. You gotta have that mindset, and you, of course, hopefully, you gotta have that guy as well that's gonna be able to take care of you, take care of the household, and then marriage and children comes a little bit on down the line.
I think it's scientifically proven, like, like I feel like you were right in that aspect, because you ever notice, like, when a woman has to go to work and has to go and pay bills, and or they reach a certain level of position and stuff like that, they become more masculine. But if they are more of a helpmate, like you said, and a nurturer at the house, they become more 100% feminine, because what I'm saying, women naturally are feminine. What I'm saying, they're in a natural femininity. When they have to go out and do things, then they got to step outside of their femininity in a way. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you a little bit on that, brother. The reason why I say that is because, again, I see it. I see plenty of women that are CEOs of companies that still, again, when you're the CEO, when you're over a company, you have to manage. You have to be in your, I don't want to say masculine, but you're over people. But those women still come home and understand that he is still the head of the house because that's how they were brought up. It's in them. It's a part of who they are. Like my femininity, it's not necessarily like I turn it on and turn it off. I understand, and I know when I walk into this house, that man is the head of the house, and I'm not trying to be aggressive or be masculine towards my husband, because I understand that my mom put that in me. My grandmother put that in me. The women around me, they put me, like, we understand that. I think that we get lost in the sauce a lot of times, and we want to give people, like an out. But when in reality, a lot of people are always fighting for equality and all this other stuff. You can't come home and be feminine and that woman look at you the same in most cases. You come home switching or with a broke wrist. I mean, even if it's just for a little bit, what they gonna look at you as? Like, yeah, nah, fam. I'm just saying.
I got a quick my sister had came in while we was talking, and she just had a quick comment. Is that okay? Or a quick
Absolutely.
question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi,
Hello. Hi.
my name is Big Daddy.
Her name's Cece.
Nice to meet you, Cece.
I was just curious as to if you were raised in a one parent household,
Yes, I was.
and was that by your mom or your dad?
My mom.
All right, so with me, I've dealt with a lot of people or whatever. I feel like men that are raised in a house with a single female, they tend to think like you,
Okay.
versus a man who has both parents in the house, so he understands, what I'm saying, that the difference between having, a mom and a dad versus just a mom. I feel like when a guy is raised by his mom, he's like a very dependent on the female. not when it comes to like financial reasons, but everything else, yeah, I feel like a man depends on a female.
So break
And it's
that down
usually
for
like
me.
that when they raised by a female.
So break that down for me. When you say dependent on a woman, can you break that down so we can see if
You want her to wash your clothes, you want her to cook your meals, you want
I do
her
all that
to
myself?
watch the kids all the time, you want her to basically do everything around the house. But say if you were single, who would be doing those things?
So I do all of those things. I do every single last thing that you just named, outside of the kids, of course. But yeah, I do all of those things.
And so for a female, I think that's what she was saying with the nowadays type females. Like, guys expect the female to go to work and, you know, provide for herself and her kids if she has them, but you also want her to take care of you in return. And what in return are you giving her?
Okay, so
Besides the same thing that she's already given
we kinda-
herself, what in return can you give
we,
her?
we went outside of, because you were speaking about me,
I'm
and
sorry,
then you said
I
something about,
definitely walked in on a conversation that I ain't know nothing
no,
about.
it's all good.
I didn't know where it
We're gonna
started
keep
or
it.
anything. I just heard some
No,
stuff and I'm like, hold on.
yeah. No,
I was
it's
just
all good.
talking about this
All good.
last night to somebody else.
Right. So it's all good. So again, first you were speaking, you asked me some questions about me, and then you start to speak about other men. So I would rather, like, if we're gonna keep this on a personal level, let's keep this on me, about me.
When I
So you
said
were
other
saying,
men, it was like basically other men who were raised by just a female in the household.
right. So and what I was saying was, all of those things that you named, I do all of those things myself. Like this house that I'm living in, that I pay the bills for, I do everything in here. I cook, I clean, I do everything, and I don't need a young lady or depend on a young lady for any of those things.
I would hope so. But once you
And,
get into a relationship with a female, what do you expect her to do?
well, I mean, she's going to take care of everything because the bills and everything are provided. Like all of that stuff is. So, what do you think a young lady's job is to do while I'm out doing everything else?
Well, if you're providing, you know what I'm saying, if you're providing with paying the bills, you know, rent or whatever, mortgage, whatever it is, nevertheless, I don't expect to be a female that has to do every single thing in the house by myself. No, I do expect for me to get help with dishes, and I do expect to get help
Oh,
with dinner, and I do
wait.
expect to
Stop
get
right
help
there.
with the
Stop
kids.
right there. So
But
it's only two
your
people in the
question
house.
was what is my job? My job is my job is to make sure dinner is ready. My job is to make sure the house is clean. And I also feel like if a man falls off, then my job is to, you know what I'm saying, step in and, you know, provide whatever, wherever he's lacking. But how can I do that if I ain't working and making no money?
And all of that stuff is, see, again, when you get with a certain type of guy, all of that stuff is already taken care of. The
But
the
life
the bills,
happens.
the bills. Listen to me again. When you're dealing with certain type of men, the bills are already paid up. House is already almost paid off. You don't have to worry about that stuff. You already got money in your bank account that man is making sure that you're taken care of. Again, society wants us to believe that these guys are not out here, but the reality is they actually are.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 34.
Okay. That's
Hey,
all.
I
That's
appreciate
it.
I appreciate that. Thank you
It
so much.
wasn't no
Hey, thank you
follow-up
so much for
question.
your comments. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Anytime you want to you want to comment, you want to come in, feel free.
Thank you.
All right, so
And
let's
that was
get
my
back.
sister.
Hey, nice to meet her. She cool people. She cool people. All right, so we're gonna get back into this thing. So this is coming from Miss Tia Mowry. All right. So let's go ahead and jump on into this thing, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all are already familiar with Tia and what everything has been happening, correct? What's been going on with her life? She divorced her husband. She said that she wanted to focus and work on her mental health and all these good things, right? Are y'all familiar? Y'all let me know, because I'll go back through the entire thing or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm hip. Big fan of
You said you're a big fan of her.
I've had it. I used to have a crush on him when I was a kid when Sister was on.
Oh man. All right, we're gonna go ahead and play this real quick and then we'll come back. This is actually from, shout out to Anton from Anton Daniels. This is actually coming from Island Girl.
she actually pulled this clip up. We're gonna let her rock.
Let's start off. We're gonna start off with a little icebreaker. So this clip I'm about to show you guys. So it's 2 different interviews with Tia Mowry. It's something that she said regarding the marriage, divorce, and something she said afterwards. So I can join them together.
Mowry.
You know, my marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a
You gotta pay for we're gonna get it.
a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration.
Recovering from a divorce feels like a whirlwind journey. I found that through the process, divorce isn't a place where we arrive. It's entering a new chapter of life with many nuances and no one-size-fits-all handbook. One moment you're relieved, feeling like you've conquered something significant. Then suddenly, waves of emotions hit you all over again. It's a side of divorce that isn't often discussed.
Oh, so someone said in the chat, I look very earthy with this hairstyle.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this thing, y'all, right? Okay, so you had Tia on one hand, you know what I mean? She was talking about this thing like it was a curriculum or something or whatever.
Like it was school or something. I was confused when she was saying that. She was like, "Yeah, it was a success. We graduated. I got my diploma, my degree. I hang it up on the wall. Like, I'm confused. What you talking about? What? You went through a divorce. You went through a breakup. What? She gonna have her divorce decree up on her wall, her refrigerator or something. Like, huh?
Damn burger, boy. Man, listen. It's definitely been that type of party. So the question is, right? Because it has been some speculation about her going back and basically apologizing, saying that she was wrong. Do you guys think that she should go back to her man after she done did everything that she done did?
Bruh. It's not about if she gonna go back to her man. It's if he gonna take her back.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. My bad, y'all. I haven't been keeping up with the comments. I got y'all. I'll put it up there. Go ahead. My fault, y'all.
It's about is he gonna take her back? That's the main thing. Because from what I'm seeing in the video that has been put out, it seemed like she was missing out on some part of her life that she did not get to experience. And now she got it over with, and now she's trying to come back.
Sound like she dropped out of school.
Because it seemed like you said we graduated. I got my degree. So it's like, oh, I went to school to be a doctor. Now I'm a doctor. I don't want to do this no more. I'm going to go try to go be something else. And then, nah, this ain't working out for me. I'm going to go back and be a doctor. That's what it makes it look like.
Yeah. I'm gonna say I'm gonna be honest with you, man. One thing about me, y'all know I like colored outside the lines. I'm gonna always advocate for family, and even though, you know, she made some very questionable decisions, I think that she should definitely go back, man. She should definitely go back because when she went out there, and she said it on different podcasts, you know, men are not courting women like they used to, you know. And I think one of the best. Hold on, we got a little bit of feedback. There we go. All right, sorry about that. But yeah, I think, you know, she's used to being courted, and Corey, he courted her. He did everything that he was supposed to, and then she got out here, and unfortunately, she's seen that the grass is not greener on the other side. And y'all know I actually did a few different clips about the way that she's behaving in front of their children. I don't agree with, and even her son, man. Her son kind of like just dropped his head. She had on a very revealing outfit, and she, you know, was stepping outside the house or whatever. And the son was just like, what are you going swimming? Like where are you going? She was like, no, this is my outfit. Like, this is what I'm wearing at the house. And he just shook his head. He shook his head. He dropped it, and he just kind of walked off. I was just like, dang, man.
Oh man, good grief. I hope they get back together.
What did they break up for? What was the
So
divorce?
she was saying, because right before I did a post about this, right before they broke up, because it came from out of nowhere. Honestly, they were literally like, I don't know if it was in Paris or whatever. They were on vacation, and the next week she filed for divorce. And while they were on that vacation, like before she filed, she was like, "I am so happy right now. You know, I get the opportunity to be out here with family and travel with, you know, my best friend in the whole wide world." She was talking about her husband at the time. You know, so blessed, all of this other stuff, and then the next week he gets slapped with divorce papers.
Y'all do know she's also plastered across TV screens. Maybe that's not something she wanted to discuss with the world at the moment. We don't know that, but and it also still didn't. Why? What was the purpose of the divorce? It's not like she just woke up and was like, "Yeah, today's a good day to file for divorce." I don't think
That
plan.
happens sometime. That happens sometime though.
But it don't have. I just feel like it's stuff that leads up to a divorce, and some people discuss it out loud, some people don't. She's also like her social life is all over the TV screen. There's no way she can get away from it. So if it was private matters that went on in her house that nobody knows, like nobody know, maybe that man was beating on her. Like nobody knows what went on in their marriage.
Oh, you would have known.
So the question I would have, if all of that was taking place, why didn't she Ben leave? You know what I mean? Because I don't think most.
It's not easy. It's not easy.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that. I'm not.
If that's what was happening.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it is. You know.
After being put down in a mental place, like so far down in depths into a mental place, it's hard to pull yourself out of there. And sometimes talk to yourself, how to convince yourself that you're not depressed, but you are.
So here's the thing, because I follow Tia a lot because I have to do like a lot of reactions or whatever. And when I tell you she has went in depth when it comes to a lot of things that was happening in her marriage, not once did she say anything like that. She was basically speaking about mental. Like I felt like I started to lose myself in the relationship or whatever. It wasn't. I think that we always try to use like worst case scenario. And in a lot of cases, that don't even be it. Most of the time, it's just some, I don't want to say some little petty reason, but some little stuff that kind of like built up. And it was like, you know what? Now I feel like now is the right time. And let's just say this, right? If that was the case, he was being emotional or physically abusive, why in the world would she try to get back with this young man? If that was the case.
Because some people like being in love with their abusers. It's a syndrome. It's Lord. It's really a diagnosis about females going back to these men that do them so wrong.
So here's the thing, though. She's a beautiful woman, correct?
Yeah.
Extremely successful. Got everything. I mean, like, a guy would be more than happy to sweep her up off her feet and do all of these things. I think that we oftentimes want to put the blame on the men instead of focusing on what if the problem is the common denominator in this situation. What if it's her? What if she is the reason why? Because she said that she's been out here, she's been on the dating market, and nobody is choosing to get with her. With all of that stuff that she got going on, she still got a nice body, she got fame, all of this other stuff. What if she is the problem? It's not him. I mean, because from what I heard, he actually ended up getting with a young lady that respects him. They work out together, and this man ain't said nothing. Like, if that's what you want to do, you want to go and be about your, go ahead. You're gonna see that I wasn't the issue. And I think that oftentimes we always want to look at the guy. And I'm not saying that he is or he isn't, but I think that a lot of times they want to point the blame at the men. But again, if the common denominator in every single last situation and relationship that you get in hasn't worked, then maybe it's that person in the mirror. Maybe it's not those other people.
Maybe she's choosing the wrong people.
Again, we still want to put it off on the other person instead of focusing on like, so in no way, shape, form, or fashion could it be her. There's no way it can be her.
We're not saying that it can't be her. I mean, I'm usually when somebody files for divorce, it's not the person that filed for the divorce that the fault is on. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so
all I'm saying is I'm not finna go out here and cheat on the nigga with somebody that I feel is way less than him, and then come back home and be like, "Yep, that's divorce worthy. I should definitely get a divorce because I cheated. I should definitely divorce him."
Can I ask you a question? Do women oftentimes allow their emotions to control, what they do sometimes?
Are you talking about like women in general, or
In general. Yeah, we're just speaking in general. Most women that you may know or just out there. Do you think that most women
in general, in like females that I don't know,
just in general,
them? But like I said, I was raised by a man, me and my sister, and this is one of the only females I hang around. I don't have too many female friends because, like you said, females is a lot of emotional females out here. I'm not really one of them, so I just choose not to deal with them.
So if we're speaking to majority, because I understand, I respect, you and your sister, but if we go outside right now and we gather up a room of 100 women, would you not say that most of them have allowed their emotions to get the best of them and cause them to do something that they maybe regret?
Okay, but you can wind up 100 dudes and have that same question and you'll probably get the same answer.
I think that
I know some very emotional men. Trust me, I know some very emotional men that do stuff along the lines that you would think a crazy ex-girlfriend would do.
So do you think that most men are moving in logic, or you think that most men are moving based on their feelings?
I think a lot of people are moving based on their feelings because they weren't raised to move on logic. So I don't think man or a woman thing. I just think if you wasn't raised to, think before you do stuff, then you gonna always go off your emotion. If you were raised in a family where everything y'all did was emotional driven, then that's what you gonna put out in the world.
Okay, cool. So this is actually a perfect example. So we can actually review this in real time. I'm actually going to have a video for you guys a little bit later of a lot of, again, when we look at, let's just talk about marriage. Let's just go ahead and keep it here. When we talk about marriage, in a marriage or a relationship, who oftentimes leaves the relationship? Men or women? Men or women? Men or women?
Me personally, I feel like it's 50-50.
So I'll go ahead and let you know. So based on facts, data, and statistics, you can check it out. blackdemographics.com for Black people by Black people. So this is not just my word. You can literally go check this out. Oftentimes, I think it's like, I don't know if it's 70 or 80% of the time, women are leaving the relationship. Women are leaving marriages, like they're getting a divorce. And again, I'm going to do a compilation about this. Those women that are leaving divorce, they literally get on camera. The first year, extremely excited. Yo, I finally separated from this guy. And then later on down the line, I made the biggest mistake of my life by divorcing and getting rid of a great guy based on how I was feeling during the moment.
But guess what? Later on down the line after that, they still might feel better. Okay, so let's take me personally. I was in a relationship with a man for 8 years straight. The whole time he cheated on me. So I should fight to be back. I mean, granted, like we both had jobs, but the bills were handled whether I had all the money or not. The bills were handled, but I still had to work. And he had kids at this point in time, not me. So I was taking care of his kid at the time.
Okay. We got a question in the audience.
Why did I say?
So-
because I stayed because I was young and I was dumb and I didn't know what love was. But I left him. I left him, and once I did leave him, it was a great weight lifted off my shoulder. I felt great because at the end of the day, I ain't got to worry about nobody cheating on me when I lay my head down. But as time, it's been, I want to say it's been about 5-6 years since me and him broke up, and we're still we still friends now. Talk because I've known him for that long a time, but I will never get back with him. But there are moments where I'm like, dang, maybe I shouldn't have. But I look back on it and I'm like, you still doing the same stuff that you was doing when we were together. So no, I'm cool. That's still her getting divorced. Her getting divorced didn't change him. So if it's something that she didn't like about him, divorcing and getting back together is not gonna change it.
Right, but again, from what they said she's actively trying to get back with him. Again, the question that I have is, what if it wasn't him? Maybe it was her moving based on how she felt during the moment to get that doggone divorce, and now she realized the grass is not green on the other side. I made a mistake, and now, from what they're saying, I'm not saying that they're saying that she's begging. But she's basically, she done came back to the front of the congregation, and now she want to confess her sin. You know what? Lord.
She might be lonely, though.
Huh?
She might just be lonely.
Maybe she's lonely now because he got somebody else.
Yes. It might be just a jealousy thing. Like, I want him back now that he with somebody else. It could be that.
But here's the thing, though. Like, when it comes, what everybody know when it comes to marriage, it's all about for better or for worse, good or bad, life or death. She just, like we said, we don't know the severity of the whole situation. We don't know all the details. She just placed papers and she said the relationship was great, and you just filed divorce. You just filed for divorce. What? Because in a man's mind, if everything is going right and you just put papers in front of me,
maybe it was for the media though.
And nah, that's
why would you go back to it with just the media?
Because you're supposed to be, because this is stuff that you're supposed to be talking with your spouse. If she had could have been a reason, yes, but that's something that she could have vocalized behind closed doors with him. But who knows if she said it? We don't know if she said anything to him. We don't know. But you're actively trying to get back with him when you should have never left in the first place.
Again, I think that she just made a mistake. I'm gonna keep it a band. I think that Tia just made a mistake, and she probably had social media or somebody in her ear that was probably hyping her up, giving her the wrong type of advice, instead of listening to someone that probably was successfully married. Because we look at her doggone sister. Her sister is still married right now, chilling. They good. She's like, listen, I ain't leaving my husband down with you. If you want to be out there and be by your damn self, then that's on you. But I'm good where I'm at. Sure, whatever me and my husband go through, we go through, and we gonna get through that thing.
Oh yeah, into the comment, I did find somebody better. I did.
Devontae and LeCarry know where I'm going with this.
Oh shoot, shooting this shot.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh Lord, my bad. Hey, Angel, we have I forgot about this. We have a guy that loves, he loves to ask a lot of questions.
Oh yeah, I understand.
He likes to place them dominoes just to see if it'll fall.
Yeah,
I understand.
They say you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That boy be shooting, boy.
He do. Listen, but hey,
If you got somebody, let me know, damn it.
Hey, practice, look,
Go ahead
practice
and leave
make
your
perfect.
email down there. I'm gonna email you.
Because I know it would. It was a comment that said, did I find somebody better? Yeah, I did. Then there was another, maybe it was you. I don't think it was me. I have no control over when a man wants to unzip his pants and put it in another woman. So I don't really think it was on me.
Oh. Yeah. We
But
talked
yeah,
about that the
I
other
do think
week.
being young and dumb is definitely an answer though. Because you learn a lot of stuff as you go. A lot of stuff that I dealt with now, I wish somebody would try it on me today.
Tina, I see you came back in. I don't know. I guess your internet went out over there. Did you want to chime in? Tia Mowry or whatever. They say that she's trying to get back with her husband or whatever. And a lot of people have been saying you need to go back to your kid's father.
Yeah, she what I was gonna say, first of all, I feel like she, realized that, like you said, the grass wasn't green on the other side. And she was trying to make the divorce seem like it was better than what it was, when in reality, it wasn't for her.
No.
So, I mean, if he take her back, go ahead. Go
That was
ahead
gonna be the
because
next question. Go ahead, go my bad. Sorry, I got excited.
yeah, if he take her back, go ahead. But hopefully, she's in a. I guess you could say, hopefully, she's in a better mental state. Whatever she was going through at that point in time that made her want to file for divorce and go through her phase. Um, hopefully she's, you know, trying to find another word, but recovered from it. Um, And, if he does take her back, then again, this is one of those things where hopefully whatever that she's going through, she'll talk to him about it and there'll be more understanding what with whatever that topic is, and you know, just keep it between them two. Like, you don't need the whole world in your business, especially when it comes to a relationship, marriage. Like, just, discuss it with a professional if need be.
Okay, I feel that. I ain't mad at it. Miss Dr. Feel Good over there. I hear you. I got a message. You had dropped out for a little bit, so I got to mess with you. So the question is, ladies and gentlemen, the final question of the night before we get up out of here. Do you think that he should take her back? Yes or no? And then, expound on that thing. Oh, go ahead. I thought you. Go ahead, Angel. You was about to speak.
I see. It depends on what. If he takes her back, I really do. I really think that depends on. I'm saying what the divorce was about. Cause I done had some time to sit back and settle with my thoughts. And like you said, like we don't know if it is her fault, because now that I sit here and think about it, maybe she divorced him so she could sleep with another man. Who knows?
Oh Lord, Jesus. Somebody help me out.
Right, because I've been like, people will leave a relationship so it won't be considered cheating. So maybe that's what she did. And if that is what she did, me personally, if I was him, I would not take her ass back.
I've been having somebody tell me they couldn't mess with me because I was too much of a good woman. Thanks, I guess.
I want to chime in next.
All right. Personally, I know for
I think
me.
the ladies are kind of set the tone real quick, man. I feel like we should have went first, fellas. I feel like they had some.
Okay. I got you, bro. I got you. So I'm gonna say this. I just feel like, personally, if you just divorce me and then try to come back, there's no way I am taking you back regardless. Because I feel like if I take you back, what made you think what makes me think you're not going to leave me again? I'm thinking about that. Like, if you left me this time, you can leave me again. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know what happened. Look here. What happened?
Anybody hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm trying to make sure y'all can hear me. I was making sure y'all can
Yeah.
hear me, but like I said, if I take you back, what made you think I feel like in my heart that you're not gonna leave me again? I'm not even gonna put myself through that. I'm gonna let you be. Ain't no way. Because I don't care if we go to counseling to even figure out why you left. You still left. Because as much as he didn't show any type of emotions, did anybody see that video posted when they was at a premiere and she saw him and he just gave her a hug and just went on about his business?
Yeah, I seen that, dog.
Like, nah.
That thing was tough to watch, man. It kind of, at first I thought he was wanting a hug, but it kind of looked like she was looking for it after I had looked at that video a few times. But it was looking like he wasn't really. I didn't think he was gonna be here, dog.
Embarrassing. He ain't want to make it look awkward.
Embarrassing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I tell you what to chime in real quick.
Shoot, man. Hey, I don't know about getting remarried. You know, maybe possibly down the line. You know, let's go ahead and be friends with benefits right now. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and just hey, let's be friends right now. And maybe if I find trust in you, and I know that hey, you my A1, we ain't going nowhere. You ain't going, you know, you ain't gonna try to leave me again. I find that trust in you. All right, cool. Might as well go ahead and throw that ring back on there. But right off the back, I'd be kind of skeptical. I wouldn't be in the rush to tie that knot again. Mm-mm.
Hey, real quick, before Tina answer the question, I want y'all to answer the question. If we left y'all and had no reason to, everything was fine, and we left, and then we did our thing, and then wanted to come back and be with you, y'all gonna take us back?
I've been known to be stupid 100 times, but not 101.
Uh-oh. Tina got
So
crickets.
it depends on what number we on.
Oh. So that's a yes.
It's a maybe. It's a maybe.
It's not. She said it's not a strong no. But
yeah.
Depends
If you're married, if you're married to get a divorce, but he don't know if she slept around or not. He don't know.
She probably did. I know he probably did. I mean,
He probably know. Come on, man.
Yeah.
He know. He probably know.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Maybe she. What if she left and did some work on herself?
She probably did.
You can work on yourself by being with me.
Help. Shit.
You can work on yourself. You can work on
Reconstruction
yourself by being with me.
Yeah, she had some help. Shit.
Your boy over there with a construction hat and some Timberland boots, boy, going ham up in there, boy.
What you want me to do? What you want me to do? You want me to do some manly thing? You would put some nails in the wall? What you want me to do?
I can rearrange this. We gonna knock this mother right on down, right?
Like that's like let's be real. That's like some kid stuff. Like it's almost like in a sense you dating somebody in high school and you're like, oh, it's not you, it's me.
See me personally. If I was her, I wouldn't have jumped straight to divorce. Because I feel like everybody should try a separation period. Everybody. Because a lot of people say you don't come back from space, but sometimes that's literally all you need. All you need to know is to know how much your life would suck without this person.
Right.
So just give it sometimes it don't take people but 2-3 months to realize that ain't what they want.
It suck really bad then.
Because sometimes some people would rather be constantly aggravated by that one person than not know what I'm saying, talk to nobody.
Yeah, I feel it.
That's still no excuse though. Like,
It's better off having an open relationship.
Hell no. What you mean by open? Devontae done froze over there.
See, that's open relationships aren't always the answer to.
Ain't doing this. Hell no.
Well, no, I'm saying because what they end up doing was going to go see other people. She was talking about the dating pool, and you see he went and was dating another young lady. I mean, if that was really the point of y'all getting separated or divorced, you know, and y'all talking about getting back together, you know, who's to say y'all might not have taste for other parts?
That's if it's both sides. It was just one sided. Like she wanted to. He didn't want to get the divorce. She did that. So if it's just coming from one side, like you want to see other people, but I don't. Damn, I'm good. Like I love what I have. I don't want to or feel the need to step outside of this thing that we got going on.
I can only wonder how she said it. Like, I feel like I'm losing myself. I just want to be liberated. Let me be a little bit more promiscuous. Like, what? Get out of here with that. No.
Big Dave come up in the house. That was good. What you need? That boy ain't got no job or nothing. He got the damn different on, boy.
Maybe he was, or okay, but then that plays a part in maybe he wasn't sexually satisfying her either.
I'm out. Hold on. You don't. Wait. Before we
I'm just saying, if it's coming out like maybe she divorced him to go sleep with this man, because maybe his wasn't hitting on it. Maybe he was missing the spot that sit back there.
Think about it. I disagree, because if it wasn't good, would she be trying to go back? I mean, maybe she reminisced on that thing.
I'm just saying, if everything is good, is good, but just say you got a wife, you married, everything good, but she get a worst head you ever had in your life,
then I'm gonna coach her.
Yeah,
I'm gonna coach her. Listen,
like,
hey,
no,
don't do hands on that like this. Two hands on that thing. Get sloppy. Hey, what you doing? You know what? Sit down.
Twist, all that.
But see that right there could hurt the girl feelings. Because what if she down there thinking she doing her big one?
He said we got to be able to have that conversation.
He probably in the bedroom thinking he is doing his big one, and she in her head like, I wish she hurry up.
Communication.
Hold on, wait. Technically,
but who wants to tell their husband that?
No. Hold on, wait. Before we get to that point, real quick. Hold on. I think again, I'm going back to the traditional. That young lady shouldn't know anything about sex outside of me. So she gonna believe that this is the best doggone be she done ever had.
So you fucking a virgin?
Huh?
Gotta be, because
you fucking a virgin.
Yo. So if she went to go do something with another man and come back to him, that's like sloppy seconds. Like, you gonna learn some new tricks for somebody else and bring it back to me?
It's not sloppy seconds when he had it first.
She's like, listen, I got the pure. What they say, I got the purest coke you can do.
He ain't got. I wouldn't call it sloppy seconds. More like leftovers.
Ooh,
sloppy seconds.
I don't want them either.
I did see her. I did see her get yoni treatment, so she probably purified it back up. You know, made it nice and presentable for her.
I'm good. I don't want nothing nobody else that had. Though.
They got vagina surgery. She probably got a brand new one down there. You don't know.
I know she go get them yoni things. They had an episode of the Tia and Tamara or whatever show. They go and get them yoni things, so it still feel like a virgin.
Yeah, rejuvenated vagina.
It's these berries and herbs that kind of purify they vaginal secretions and vaginal areas.
I don't know what he talking about, but yeah.
How you know that? How you know that? How you know that? What's the website? You know a lot about this, my friend.
No, so it was an episode. They had a reality TV show, Tia and Tamara, and it was one of the episodes. They was going to get yoni steams, and they was explaining what it does for the vagina.
Oh Lord.
You was in that episode, wasn't you?
I told you I had a crush on one of them, and I just happened to find it on ABC 123, one of them TV shows I seen.
ABC 123.
And I just happened to just
He said
catch the
1,
episode.
2,
I'm like,
3.
oh shit.
That's not the channel.
Let me tell you something. That's
123
tough,
not the
man.
channel.
Oh,
It's probably Freeform, probably.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it. I want that pure. I want that pure, untouched. You know what I'm saying?
So you want a virgin?
Hey, they got virgin kits, man. So
you want a 40-year-old virgin?
Yo.
That's what you want.
40? Why she can't be 30?
Because the type of woman that you want a 40-year-old virgin. That's what you want.
No
kids.
You gonna have to go
It's women that are 30. So it's women that are 30 that meet all of those requirements. I run into them and I actually do videos with them all the time.
The only 30-year-old virgin that I know is my ex-girlfriend, and that's because she gay.
So you know that they're out here though.
Yeah, they usually gay.
Huh?
Or foreign.
They usually gay.
Let me say this. I've been around women that I have identified themselves as gay, and still wanted to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to
because
do that.
they're not those women are what you call bisexual.
But
They want to be gay, but they not.
What if they're virgins? They never had any boy. But
If they only had vagina, then they a lesbian. They ain't gay. They just a lesbian.
But they want me to take
they had both. They got the boys and girls.
They want you to take their virginity.
Mm-hmm.
Are they studs? Because that's
No.
weird.
What?
It is?
It's like, look, look,
maybe
it'll be
she
crazy.
wanted to experiment.
Wait. That sounds kind of crazy because it's like a girl that's a stud and you go grab her butt and she be like, nah, I'm not on that gay shit. Like,
no, you be surprised.
Nobody said anything about stud. She said something about stud. I'm saying no, it's women out there that are feminine. There's women out there that are feminine that are not studs that will, hey. It's sometimes you just got to be that guy, man. That's all it is.
Are they foreign? Look here. Do they got that green card? Is that part of the script for you to marry?
You know, no offense to any other communities, but you know me, fam. You know I ain't anything outside.
I love you long time.
No disrespect to any of those foreigners out there.
we love all women.
Yeah.
Respect, yeah, definitely respect them, man. Always.
Respectfully.
Yes.
Anybody got anything else to add to this thing before we get up out of here? Anybody?
I like that hoodie, man. That's all I wanted to say, man. I like that hoodie, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you. This was actually gifted to me, man.
That was a good gift, man.
I'm just gonna say thank you. I appreciate it. She knows who she is. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Anybody got anything else they want to add before we get up out of here?
Angel need to come back every week because this is hilarious.
Yes,
yeah,
Angel.
You gotta come back every week.
Man,
I do see your asset,
man.
Well, thanks for enjoying my company.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's always have a little bit of seriousness, but be fun at the same time.
Right.
Facts. All right, guys. Again, thank y'all so much for tuning in, man. Shout out to everybody that commented down below. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. We'll be back at it again next Friday, same time, same place, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. I want to apologize to the Instagram followers. I think if we have any comments on there, my bad. I didn't get a chance to put those up on screen because this app doesn't allow me, but we love y'all too. All right. Anyway, man, with that being said, we are out. Y'all be blessed and beautiful. Peace.
A huge shout out to Magic Mind for sponsoring today's podcast. All right, guys. So y'all know that I am extremely busy, always on the go. And Magic Mind is actually a company that has been getting a lot of buzz. I believe even Joe Rogan said something about it on his podcast.
A new one they sent me called Magic Mind, and it's nootropics along with lion's mane and a bunch of functional mushrooms, and I like that one too.
So the company Magic Mind actually reached out to me And I was like, you know what? Let's check him out. So I looked at a few of the reviews and everything online.
My first day on Magic Mind,
What
I
I just tell
definitely
you?
noticed a big difference.
What I
right
tell
off
you?
the bat. I noticed all the way throughout the day feeling much
what
sharper,
did I tell you?
clear in the head, and ready to rock.
That's probably the most valuable thing. You know, as a knowledge worker, as someone who's working in front of the computer all day, you need that time where you're focused. And Magic Mind is a thing that really seemed to work for me.
So between some of the reviews that I've seen online, which was actually all positive, a lot of positive reviews online from their website, and also seen a few different reviews on YouTube. And the story was actually pretty interesting. So about a decade ago, James was on a stretcher because James was running a company. So, you know, with that, a lot of stress, he was drinking a lot of caffeine, and turns out his heart had been beating at 175 beats for the last 3. So he was basically diagnosed with a heart condition because of all of that stress and that caffeine. At the time, he didn't have any other solutions, so he actually came up with one. So a few years ago, James actually came up with Magic Mind. This is supposed to be a natural way to help you out with a lot of those things that we struggle with throughout the day. So when it comes to Magic Mind, it's supposed to have a lot of those natural ingredients. So it has a lot of things that's going to help with focus, things that's going to help with energy. And a lot of us honestly need that throughout the day. And you also use Magic Mind for less stress throughout the day. So after reading those reviews and hearing and listening to his story, I messaged Magic Mind back and I was like, you know what? Send me some over. I'm curious. They end up sending some stuff over, and I tried it out for the first day, and this is how that went. All right, guys, the time now is about 5:53 p.m. I get up early in the morning, man, so I'm a little bit on the drain side, and I have a podcast that I'm going to be doing at 11 tonight. Now, I don't want to take any naps because I still have a lot of work that I need to get done. So what we're going to do is we are going to try Magic Mind for the first time, all right? So I don't know if you're supposed to shake these things, but I'm going to shake it up, and then we're gonna try it. First time trying Magic Mind, all right? I'm going to give it a little bit of time for it to kick in before 11, so we'll see. Mm. Whoo, whoo. Man, that's a strong taste. Good grief. Whoa. Okay. All right. To be honest with you, it was strong like while I was tasting, but I believe that's something that I can probably get used to. I believe that's something I can actually get used to. Man, I don't know if, it was the taste or what, but I do feel a lot more alert. And I'm telling you, that thing will wake you up. The taste, it will wake you up. So for you to see all of the real benefits and stuff from Magic Mind, they recommend that you use it at least for 5 days before you really get a feel for how well that thing works. I haven't made it to that point just yet. I'm only a day in, but I will give you guys an update a little bit later on to let you know how this journey has been for me. But there will be a link down in the description below for you guys to go and check out Magic Mind. Once you guys do order, y'all please tap in, comment down, and let us know how Magic Mind worked for you. All right? Until the next time, man, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up. Tan skin, mixed race, buttercup. Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna. Whoa. Too bad was you.